Okay, I got another 1911. It's from the 50s. The guy does not like the finish. The finish on this gun actually looks like someone kind of painted it on. It's not, definitely not normal. It doesn't look like it's parkerized in any way. So we're gonna strip this down. Again, before he came in the house, I made sure that it was empty, and it is. So we're gonna strip it down, do it the unconventional way. Thing's slippery, I'll tell you that. Okay, so that's out. Now just be careful because everything else is gonna come out with it. That's a GI fit, as you can tell from the end piece there. That goes there. That comes out there. Took that over there like that. Oops, I can't see it. Like that. And the barrel then comes out. So, take a look at this. Kind of look in it. Looks good. This finish he's not a fan of. Let's take the grips off and see what it looks like on the inside. They're not even on there tight. Always have one of these trays that are magnetic around. That one's on much tighter. Flip it over. That one was not on tight either. And the last one. Now, I was not having any jamming issues or anything like that. He inherited the gun from a friend of his that passed away, and he wants it to kind of go back to normal. Grips look okay. Huh. These look all right. Find the right screw that fits. And when you're dealing with this release, gotta get a screw in it that fits. You gotta push it out so it unlocks it. And there it is. And you can see that screw head is in there. Right there. And that's the lock for it right there. And when you turn it, it frees it up over into that section in the magnetic tray. So, I'm really not sure what that finish is, to be honest with you. It's got some pitting, like pitting on it. But we'll get it figured out. And I won't bore you with the takedown. Though this is not a 70, this is a 70 series slide. If it was an 80 series slide, I'd have a button there to pull out your firing pin. And what you want for that is something you can push that pin in with. And you want to be careful here so the pin doesn't go flying out with your firing pin. And that's the firing pin. Let's look and see how that looks. You take a nice white paper towel and you wipe it. And that's the gook that's on it. Right there. So I clean it along the way, probably not going to hurt anything. the ejector. Must be difficult. Yeah, look at that. Got a little bit of rust on it. Put it all right in there so we don't lose any of it. That ejector kind of looks funky. Bet you it's got a bunch of goop up inside of it. There we go. Yeah, you can see right there. Look at all that. The guy said it was firing fine, so I'm guessing just a good clean. And see the gat comes off that. This is a 1950s gun, so I'm sure no one's taken it apart this far in its lifetime. And outside the oil, it's crammed all over it. Looks pretty good. And then the block. You see it's got a dimple in it right there. When you have those, you can use these because they got a nice dimple in them. And it fits right inside there nicely. And if you're not using the steel hammer, because I apparently lost it, there's the pin. See, it's got the little spot to put the roll pin thing on it. There you go. It goes right in there. Now you gotta hold this to pull this out because that's gonna want to shoot out at you. And I always check the pressure. Yeah, that's solid. It's good pressure there. So now your gun's free. And then your safety comes out. Put that in there. And then comes out your other hand safety. Then you got these 3 fingers that stick out. If I look at those, you can see, I don't know if you can see behind them or not, how bad they are. Incredibly dirty. So we'll take the bells out. Then you have this double spring right here. Push it out, pull it out, however you want to get it out. And that actually looks pretty good. And set that in there. And then the rest of these pins will just fall out. Hammer comes. And this is your sear and disconnect right there. So you pull that pin out, set it in there, set that in there, and then they'll fall out. At least one will. That's why these tools are great. There we go. Sear and disconnect are now out. And that is field stripped. And oh, get the trigger out, sorry. And you always look at the triggers on these things to see, are they rubbing somewhere? And this one, you can tell right there it's rubbing. And right there it's rubbing. So what I'll do is put on oil stone and polish that up. And that goes in there as well. So that's it, field stripped. I am going to leave that rear sight on, and you can see if you do take it off, there's a mark right there and a mark right there to line the two up when you put it back together. And make sure you drift it from left to right when you put it back in, right to left. Gun's pretty clean actually for a gun built in the 50s. So there's your takedown. I will work on the rest of trying to get that finish off and see what that is, and I'll get back to you. Thank you.